Hello, everyone. We are here to discuss a new project, the Customer Service Initiatives Upgrade Project, state project number 0300-0199. This is our public information meeting. It's obviously March 24th, 2026 at 6 p.m. And following this presentation, we will have a Q&A session open for whoever is interested in asking additional questions about the project. You can reach out for any project questions to Nazana Weeks at Nazana, Nazana .weeks at ct.gov or phone number 860-594-2020 or 860-594-3257. You can also find information about this project at the project webpage, which is found at portal.ct.gov/NHL 0300-0199. First, we'll go through Title VI, your civil rights. No person shall, on the basis of race, color, or national origin, be excluded from participation or subject to discrimination in the development of this project. There is a voluntary post-meeting survey that you can reach at portal.ct.gov/ct.survey. And there's Title VI information found at portal.ct.gov/DOT/and-business-title-VI. A recording of this presentation will be posted to Connecticut DOT's YouTube channel after this event. Closed captioning, including non-English translation options, are available on Zoom and on YouTube. Connecticut Department of Transportation Title VI Notice to the Public. The Connecticut Department of Transportation operates its programs and services without regard to race, color, and national origin in accordance with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. Any person who believes she or he has been aggrieved by any unlawful discriminatory practice under Title VI may file a complaint with the Connecticut DOT. For more information on the Connecticut DOT Civil Rights Program and the procedures to file a complaint, contact the Connecticut DOT Title VI Coordinator at 860-594-2169, TRS 711, or deborah.goss@ct.gov, or visit our administrative office at 2800 Berlin Turnpike in Newington, Connecticut 06131. For more information, visit www.ct.gov/DOT. A complainant may file a complaint directly with the Federal Transit Administration by filing a complaint with the FTA Office of Civil Rights. Attention, Title VI Program Coordinator, East Building, 5th floor, TCR 1200, New Jersey Avenue, Southeast, Washington, D.C. 20590. A complainant may file a complaint directly with Federal Highway Administration by filing a complaint with the FHWA Office of Civil Rights. Attention, Title VI Program Coordinator, 8th floor, E81-105 at 1200 New Jersey Avenue, Southeast, Washington, D.C. 20590. I'll leave this up just for a little bit. It's the same version in Spanish. All right. How to view captions and subtitles in Zoom. You can click on the Show Captions, the CC button, click the speaking language and select the language you would like from the list shown. Closed captioning, including non-English translation options, are available on YouTube after the event. How to use the Zoom Q&A. Step 1, select the Q&A tool at the bottom of the Zoom webinar window. Step 2, the Q&A window will open as seen on the right. And Step 3, please type the question in the text box and click enter. And if you are an audio-only participant, click dial *9 to raise and lower your hand. With this, I think we're going to introduce the project team to everyone. So I'll start with passing this over to Yuri.
Thank you, Michael. So good evening. Thank you for joining the presentation meeting. My name is Yuri Kulgis. I am an assistant rail administrator with the Connecticut Department of Transportation. Tonight, Rich Jankovic, our rail administrator, couldn't be here. And I'm going to pass it next to Nazana.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nazano Weeks, and I'm with the Connecticut Department of Transportation. I'm the project manager for this project. I'll pass it to Julius.
Good evening. My name is Julius. I'm the project engineer for this project with the State Connecticut DOT Office of Rail. Back to you, Mike.
Thanks. I'm Michael Lauder. I'm with VHB. I'm the design task lead for this project. And Hadi, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, good evening. My name is Hadi Mishki. I'm the communications lead for this project from VHB. Thank you. Adam?
My name is Adam Zampino. I am the civil and signage lead. And back to you, Mike. Thank you.
Thank you. So here's just a brief overview of our project and the purpose for it. It's to provide fundamentally better communications to the riding public at all the stations within the state of Connecticut. It will provide upgrades on the New Haven line as well as the branch lines and enhance customer experiences at 28 stations across Connecticut. The focus is to provide clearer announcements, better information to passengers, and just overall more reliable messages, digital messages and audible messages. It'll also have direct integration to the live railroad information at Grand Central for all Metro North customers within the state of Connecticut. So what will be done at the stations? New PA systems for clear announcements will be provided throughout the system. We will also be replacing all the platform displays with new displays. They'll provide real-time train information and updates on when trains will be arriving at various stations. We'll also be adding arrival departure boards to provide more detailed information on more advanced writings of arrivals of trains at various stations, and also customer information displays, which will provide helpful information to customers about various outages and alerts at various stations. We also will be replacing station signage for a consistent and easy to navigate rider experience. Basically, all the signage will be standardized and modernized at all the stations. And of course, as part of this project, we will be upgrading all the behind the scenes equipment associated with it, including the power feeds to the equipment, the fiber optics that feeds it, replacing the old copper, and all new cabinets with state-of-the-art equipment. To start with, the PA system will be upgraded with all new speakers throughout, and the system throughout all these stations will have all new speakers. They will also be zoned in a way to allow announcements to be targeted to specific areas on the station, and it will have ambient microphones to automatically adjust the volume based on the outside noise at that time. So we will not have announcements being really loud to the neighborhood when there's no need for it, but loud enough when there's a train coming through that every passenger can hear the messages that come through. Everything will allow for central control of announcements as well as local station control to allow for flexibility of announcements throughout the system. We'll also be going through and doing all new visual displays. These are the display boards, as you can see in the picture. There's the old style LEDs. These will be replaced with new high definition color LEDs, multicolor LEDs, that will be resistant to glare and sunlight and various harsh weather conditions that's experienced across all the stations. and it'll be connected on the fiber network. It'll be much higher speed and kept up to speed, up to date, and also be much more reliable overall to provide that information. The displays automatically have diagnostics associated with them to provide any problems and inform. They will be informing crews at Metro North if there's any kind of fault requiring maintenance attention before they actually fail. First, the station signage improvements. All station signage will be replaced that hasn't been replaced recently. So all signs will be standardized with the latest Connecticut DOT and Metro North sign standards that will provide clear wayfinding to platforms, the exits, all the ticketing machines, and all needs for accessibility. This will provide improved visibility and readability to assist all riders, which includes seniors and visitors who may not be familiar with these stations. It'll be in alignment throughout all the stations, so it'll be consistent signage throughout the station, so you don't have outdated signs in some that aren't as clear as in others, so they'll have consistent signage throughout the system now and reduce confusion, hopefully, during all the transfers and service changes. We go behind the scenes. Everything will be moved from copper to new fiber optic cables. They'll link the entire system to Grand Central Station Control to get all the information on Amtrak and Metro North service. The system will work off dedicated cabinets and enclosures where all the equipment will be housed, all the switches and the amplifiers and various signal control equipments to send the announcements will be localized at each station platform and will be protected with surge protection and as well as backup power to help keep the announcements and displays running during any short disturbances. The electrical design, grounding, and wiring are meeting all national and local codes, and the cabinets will be ventilated and climate controlled to provide the ability to work in all forms of weather. This new system provides new benefits to accessibility and safety. They follow all the national standards for safety, accessibility, and reliability. The audio and visual messages will work in concert together, and every message will be similarly displayed and announced at the same time. So all passengers will be able to hear or see the announcements, and they will be much clearer and provide visual alerts of whenever there are service disruptions. All the displays will be high visibility. As I mentioned before, they'll be higher definition displays, so they should be very clear to see from long distance. And we're placing the speakers distributing the speakers throughout the stations in a manner that you can clearly hear announcements no matter where you are in the platforms or in the waiting room. One other benefit of this project, we're going through and adding a new cloud-based elevator and escalator monitoring system. So this is being added at any station where there are elevators and escalators currently. And it's a non-intrusive system that basically monitors what's going on and sends that information up to a cloud server that continuously updates and provides the information to maintenance staff that's at Grand Central Station so that they can see the information and more quickly respond to any sort of maintenance problems or faults that may occur. So this will also provide better information and more reliable use of elevators and escalators throughout the system for passengers. All the systems are tied into Metro North Station, which is found at Grand Central. This is now the new standard. This matches the same system that is found in the New York stations. So there'll be coordinated announcements across the New Haven and all the other branches. And it'll be a consistent experience, whether you're boarding in Connecticut or in New York or leaving one or the other, you'll see the same experience, the same signs, the same announcements now. And it should provide faster system-wide updates during any sort of service disruptions or schedule changes. So for construction of this project, we're anticipating that the construction should start in the fourth quarter of 2026. and complete by the second quarter of 2028. There may be some track closures required. There will be some required for installing cable across the tracks, but these closures will be conducted at night when there's non-revenue service, so it should not impact passengers for these closures. And multiple stations, though, will be having work conducted at the same time, but at different parts of the construction process. But all work will be phased to avoid any disruption to daily rail service. And the cutover from one system to the other will be managed through nighttime closures to eliminate any downtime or minimize it as much as possible. And you should experience a day one changeover of the system and see a seamless changeover, and where one day it was not working on the old system and the next day it should be operating on the new system. So overall, what does this mean for Connecticut DOT riders of Metro North? More accurate and timely train information on both audio and visual displays, easier wayfinding with the modern updated signage, clear digital displays that can be seen from a distance, improved accessibility for riders with disabilities, synchronized audio and visual announcements will be done across the board, better awareness of elevator and escalator status and more quickly responding to events of anomalies, and just an overall safer, more comfortable, and more predictable station experience. Looking ahead, the framework is put in place that future enhancements for other digital content and passenger information is always available. With these displays, the information can be passed to almost any type of information can be passed to passengers very efficiently. And so it's very customizable. We can adapt to new technologies and update this information with just software upgrades now. And the ongoing monitoring and maintenance to keep the systems reliable will help the maintenance staff to really respond to issues and make repairs before passengers notice that there's a problem. And obviously, this will increase a continued partnership between Connecticut DOT, the Metro North Railroad, and all the local communities to provide a very clean and reliable rider experience. So I want to thank you. Thank you to riders and communities for their patience during construction and the upgrades of this project. Connecticut DOT remains committed to enhancing the safety, accessibility, and the customer service. For more information about station improvements and service updates, visit Connecticut DOT's website or customer service channels. Feedback from riders will continue to shape future improvements across the rail network. And now we're going to enter our question and answer session for anyone that has questions. Before we run into that, I'll just run through the contact information again for anyone that's interested in getting more information. You can reach Nizana Weeks by email at nazana.weeks@ct.gov or by phone at 860-594-2020 or 860-594-3257. And on Zoom, you can hit star Q&A. And again, the project webpage is portal.ct.gov/NHL 0300-0199. The comment period is now open through Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. I don't know. Oh, Nizana, you're muted.
Thank you, Mike. We've had one question come in the chat. Thank you, Tony. The question was, I'm on a Danbury to Norwalk branch line, and many of these items are not now on this line. Will they be installed for the first time if we don't have them now? Thanks. The answer to the question, yes. This project aims to install these features on the New Haven main line, Danbury branch line, as well as the New Canaan branch line. We have a question from Kathy Kennedy. Does this include the Wattsbury line as well? To answer your question, Kathy, so the Waterbury line is undergoing a stations upgrades project right now. So we've collaborated with the Waterbury design team. So all of the improvements that you see as a part of this project will also be incorporated in the Waterbury branch lines project as well. And I'll also respond to that in written information in the chat as well.
Well, thank you. Any other questions if anyone has any?
Last call for questions, I guess, right?
If there are other questions that may come up, the comment period will be open through Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. As mentioned, you can reach me by email at nizana.weeks@cc.gov, by phone at 860-594-2020 or 860-594-3257. So if you have any questions that come up after the meeting, you can send them in via text, via email or phone, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that may come up. All right, we'll give it 2 more minutes, and then we can end. We'll end the webinar if no other questions come up during that time. Okay. All right. Well, with that, thank you very much, everyone, for attending this afternoon's public information meeting for this project, New Haven Line Customer Service Initiatives Upgrades. We appreciate your time, questions, and feedback. Your input is important as we move into the next phase of design. If you have additional questions or comments after this meeting, please feel free to reach out to me via the contact information provided on the project website. Meeting materials and our recording this presentation will also be made available online. On behalf of the entire project team, thank you again for your time and participation. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.